If you don't pass maths/English, you shouldn't be able to get a job or be able to vote. Now let's talk about this tweet, because this is rubbish. Like, it's such a load of rubbish. And this isn't just one tweet I've seen. I've seen a number of tweets like this week. Can we stop trying to make GCSE English more simple than it is? Because GCSE English now is about remembering quotes from Shakespeare. You know, oh, you can't get a job because you don't remember which character from A Midsummer's Night Dream was an absolute dirty dog. Off. Like, obviously, everyone can have their own opinions, but if you do share this opinion, hear yourself think for a bit. And then in terms of maths, I've said this before, but we're not really teaching everyday maths in maths GCSE. We're teaching things that 1 in 10 people will use again after they do their maths GCSE. We're not teaching enough about budgeting or financial management, which is everyday maths. But now let's move on to the point of you shouldn't be allowed to vote if you don't pass these GCSEs. I know people who are really smart, really intelligent. They passed all their GCSEs, all their A-levels, got really good grades at uni, don't really know much about politics, and that's fine. But then I also know people who didn't do as well in school, but actually know quite a lot about politics. I mean, I also didn't do great in GCSEs, but know a lot about politics and now make videos on it. I would say I know more about politics than a majority of my friends. But also, I've come across people who got a really good education, but then are becoming easily convinced by what they read online, because social media now is becoming so good at twisting the truth. But as I alluded to before, a lot of people shared the view in this tweet, and I don't know why we would call for something like that rather than actually going, okay, how do we educate young people more on politics and teach them in an impartial way in schools effectively, rather than just going, oh, mate, if you don't know Pythagoras' theorem, mate, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. You shouldn't be allowed to get a job, mate. No matter where it is, you should not be allowed to get a job. Like, actually hear yourself.